Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Colorado Comic Book Kid, coming to you almost live from the Centennial State. You can call me Colorado, you can call me the Kid, just make sure you call me a team player. Another Monday and another moment to stay motivated this week. Don't let Monday the 13th set that tone for you. Make sure you go out and define your day, make it a great one, stay in the game, don't let them catch you slipping, even on Monday the 13th. You got to show up, you got to stay connected, you got to be part of a team. And to practice what I preach, I'm going to give you an example. Now, I went out looking for a special book that's been heating up recently, and I'm going to tell you about my strategy to be a winner. Secret to the long game. Hint, I'm focusing on making it a team sport. Just as I said, we got to show up and stay connected. It's all about planting those seeds, waiting for the moment. That's what we see going on here. Seeds, issue number 1, an eco-fiction tech thriller. Bringing some themes of resilience and love, coming through strong. The art here is done by David Aja, and the writing's by Ann Nocenti. It's a 4-issue series that has me hanging on for the full ride to discover how humanity and its many relationships are going to weather this horror history, this alternate horror history on Earth, to stay part of that bigger game, to stay connected to the universe and the rest of life. So some interesting stuff going on with this alternate history here. Very good writing by Anne, and very specific style of art being done by David here also. Up next, Adventures of the Super Sons #1, cover B, Jorge Jimenez doing the art on this variant cover. This is a 12-issue series. It's got the first appearance of the gang in this one. They're a childlike legion of doom from space. And I felt like I was hunting through the depths of space and trying to find that one book I went out looking for. But here's the closest thing that I could get to the object of my hunt. I wanted number 6, but I was only able to get halfway there with issue number 3, Thor, God of Thunder. This cover is by Asad Ribic. He is the artist from Croatia who's doing the Fantastic Four cover right now, the cover A for that. And many of us know that Thor, God of Thunder 6, it is the first appearance of Null, the symbiote god. We've seen him make his first full appearance over in Venom by Donny Cates. But back in Thor, God of Thunder 6, he shows up in a flashback sequence, just for a minute, I believe. I wouldn't know. I haven't been able to get my hands on a copy of that book for a reasonable price yet. That being said, I did pay cover price for issue number 3, and now for my secret. By having a piece of that story in my collection, it's going to attract the rest of the story. This book's going to do the work for me. I might have to wait for it to find its friend number 4, and for number 4 to find its friend number 5, and so on until we get to issue number 6. However, I find that by having a piece of the entire series, or one book from the series, it helps me stay in the game. Keeps me from getting distracted from the labels being thrown around like, oh, you gotta have number 6. You don't have number 6. Why would you want that random book? Well, it's all part of the strategy. I don't have to start with the cream of the crop. I can work my way up to it, and maybe I'll even enjoy it if I get to actually read those stories in sequence. So, I made a play that put me closer to my goal. Even if it wasn't the end game move, it was still one step closer. Given a little to gain a lot. You know number 3 wants to hang out with the rest of its friends. It's not just me trying to find it now. It's a full team trying to find this other book. So there you have it. Somebody else who's buying into this strategy and looking for a team to help them is Zero. The Free Comic Book Day issue was hot. I saw issue number 1 of Zero's Journey, Nightmare Before Christmas. This is not the Free Comic Book Day. This is the full version of the book. It reads backwards. It opens with a right-hand staple. So full 9 yards. Well done with this piece of work. It did make me think about everybody's art, writing, and efforts that went into this book, because there's not actually any words here. Clearly there's a story being told. However, it's all being told through the art. So it makes me appreciate how maybe a simple set of bullets, a simple story, was able to be expanded on by the full team in order to deliver this book done in a very unique style. So it's another great example of everybody coming together, and even if one of those people took their head out of the game, this whole thing wouldn't have been as good as it is. So again, that team sport, getting everybody across the finish line, giving it their all, that's what it takes. So stay motivated. You don't have to do it alone. Thank you for tuning in. There's a great community of comic book lovers out there. I have an attitude of gratitude for all the subscribes and likes. If you've already subbed up, thank you very much. If you haven't, leave some comments below. Let me know what you want to see more of. This is your channel. Remember, the best hunting is happy hunting. The Colorado Comic Book Kid, signing off.